It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash the East. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Let's go now, let's go.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the AT&T Stadium of the Cowboys. Listen, Mike Tirico and Greg Olds, or should I Dean Olds without you, and what a great matchup. Two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? Think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Hurts to throw. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now we'll get a pause here. An injured player, and it's A.J. Brown who was hurt on that last play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. A run up the middle with Barkley. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead. Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. They face second down and 7. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On play action, here's Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he'll be taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. He runs, and he's in! Dak Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And he'll go right back to Goedert. He's got it again. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Hurts. He's going to run it. And he'll get this up close to a 1st down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
And they'll throw here with Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be out of bounds after a pickup of about 4, but that is enough to keep the drive alive. 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Hurts working in the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Hurts again. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Cooper going in motion. Again, Hurts. He bought all the time he good, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Hurts. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 1. It's 7-6. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's 2nd and 9. On the play fake, Dak. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. To return is Williams. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. give on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job, not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
On second down, Hurts. Going up top. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Here's Barkley. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. Here's Hurts. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now they'll be looking at third and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are in the lead by the score of 13-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Second down, Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Marist Leofau there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Cooper going in motion. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles are going to move out in front. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and George Pickens out for their next possession. They trail by 2. And will start this drive with 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott. First down throw there is incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Third and 6. To throw is Dak. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So the longer that play progressed, the more difficult it is to cover that crossing route. So what's the key? It starts with pass protection. Give the quarterback time to stay with his receiver and not be forced to check that ball down.
Prescott on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run. It's Barkley. And he'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line. Hurts now. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
First and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Hurts working in the pistol. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass. and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Look wide. Get this one complete. It is 3rd and 10. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles will cut the deficit down to 2. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Williams. Here's Brian Anger now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle's made at the 26-yard line.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Quick throw here is complete. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Third and long. A run with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 28. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll throw again. Dak. This is caught at the 2. And he's got another one. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. A first down throw for Hurts. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. On the RPO, quickly in the hands of Cooper. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Again, Hurts. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. A huge play just before the half. 33 yards.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Hurts will try it again. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
To the air again, Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a score. They trail now by 6. Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. The Cowboys were treated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short pass taken in by the tight end. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. We'll go play action. It's Prescott going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That is caught. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Dallas.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this two-point try. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Hurts to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Hurts. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They find a way to convert on fourth down and pick up 10 yards.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it was coming and still couldn't stop it.
He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will cut the deficit to 7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. His pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
He's going to keep it himself.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
2nd and 7. Now a give on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
And he'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Hurts again. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now Barkley. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try to run here with Barkley.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Now Hurts. Going to call his own number. Now a loose football. The Cowboys have it. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making...
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The best blitz designs are when you have more rushers than the offense has blockers, and that's exactly what happened here. They're able to create a free blitzer off the outside, and with that free lane to the quarterback, he's able to take advantage of it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Pistol now for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a toss play, running left, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Back to throw is Prescott. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. To throw is Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Hurts. There's that man again. Another catch. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
Again, Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. To the air again, Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hurts will try it again. Throw is caught by Cooper on the right side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Cooper going in motion. A first down throw for Hurts. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and CD Lamb set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Here's 1st and 10. A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CD Lamb. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Cowboys.
These are some of the most difficult situations for a coach to handle because it's a combination of you have to be aggressive to go score. You're trying to win the game, of course, but there's also an element of time and clock management. So it's going to be very interesting to see the play selection over these next couple downs.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Dak gonna run with it himself. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Dak gonna throw it here on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. They'll stick to the ground. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to grab a late lead. Got the distance, and it's good! He knocks it through from long range. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's first down. Here goes Hurts on the design run. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Nearly gave the ball back to his offense with a short field to work with. And tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm going to have all my guys on the jugs machine this week after practice, because when the quarterback gives you a gift like that, you've got to come away with that pick.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. To throw, Hurts. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to overtime. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to force overtime. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
A tight end in motion now. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Complete to Cooper. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there, no gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. On play action, here's Dak. The throw on the run is complete. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit, really well timed, really nice job by both guys.
Now he'll run it. A gain there of 27 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read one, read two, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to extend the overtime. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This one he's gotta have. The kick is good. Under pressure, he delivers. And we continue on. Now it's next score wins here in overtime. So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. On the return, it's Williams. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Off he goes.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. There's that man again, another catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And that last throw will be the one that does it. He has now set the NFL record, most passing yards in a single game. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Hurts going to hold on to this one. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They face 2nd down and 7. Hurts now. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Philadelphia. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one to win it in overtime. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT, and the final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.